What's up, everybody? Wolf here with episode 6. Sorry. Yeah, and y'all can hear Belle doing her get ready with me. But yes, episode 6, we are going to be working on the water park. And I do believe I actually figured out how to finish the water park. But it looks like I have a lot of acorns. So we're going to try and do as much as we can. And if you see something moving up above me, that'd be the fur ball, Esmeralda. Oh, yeah, it's done. I got it out of there. Jesus, on but yes, I do believe we've got to have like 400 acorns in order to get what we need to move on there at the water park, and which that's going to suck. So, if I can try and get as many nuts as I can from here. Because for some reason, nuts are available through flowers. We also get some of those. That's quite a few. Okay. What do we got over here? Arena. Extra goodies. Ooh, let's go. Extra goodies. Let's see what we can get. Okay. Refill the ammo. Unlock. Oh, there is some goodies.
story that you've been telling.
Da, 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 da. Goodbye.
So they have to throw money at it, and they also have to tell
A
us
gangster hat.
but in their live action, it's different. It's completely different.
Give me my gun.
And I don't think they recognize, or I think they kind of lost the thought there with what makes their live actions magical.
What is this?
Now, the first of this live action series,
A trench
I will say
coat.
right off the bat, I think it's one of the worst. And I think the only reason it did as well as it did, it's novel. And that is, of course, the Cinderella one from YouTube. The only reason it did good is because it was a novel. And I think were it done or released today, after we have all the other ones, I don't think it would do good. What's the news of this one? Basically, that movie was that all of
Let's see here.
the 90s, the reviving of the golden age of Disney, the second one, Aladdin and Little Mermaid and Lion King and Beauty and the Beast and Toy Story. Those of us that grew up with that golden age, I did adulthood, but we still were nostalgic for our childhood. And we
Okay.
were ready for Disney.
Yeah, there were still a couple things I hadn't got. It's kind of a good thing. Never be able to come back.
And I think that if you look at the best of the live actions, yeah, I bet you those are
You.
I have
Oh,
I have been dreading this particular guest witch crystal because I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be all one color. What am I gonna do? And then I did a little research and I realized, wait, it's not always one color. And in fact, some of the more famous examples of this crystal aren't the color. So this has already gone live. I will tell you guys, it's sapphire. Yellow
yay,
sapphire.
MO. You. Mm, okay.
So, and it featured
Alright.
Gorilla, it featured Clamlight, and it had a little
Yes. There are things I didn't get. Eh, there goes a Nazi. Which one of them's right there? 200 coins.
So I am testing out a new product I got yesterday. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Come on. Give me that.
Brush that. Horrible at opening boxes, so I pretty much have to use it. Else I'm going to destroy it.
Okay.
So this is a new Korean beauty brand, not new, but it's from a Korean beauty brand called Jindo Korea, and it's a black rice toner. It's kind of, yeah, not the prettiest color.
Okay.
It's purple-ish. You have to shake it up. It looks like a milkshake separated.
There it is.
Find my after I film this, I'm going to film my April product roundup. This will not be in it. Before I go off the first impression, my first impression is
Oh, it's a filter. deep fried filter. Okay, so we got the filter. We'll go ahead and dye.
So my initial impression is it's a toner. I know toners open up your pores. I have learned that toning does help my makeup sit better on my face. How specifically other than it opening the pores, except in
There's still a wedge.
I guess if I like it, if I like how it feels and smells, I will say, well, do I know what I think of that?
Sure. We gotta get the better gun.
I am still in love with my gem stained wool. I don't know if I think I got this in there. So
Okay.
hard top.
They're beat.
I'm still using it.
Okay, unlocked.
So if you look at the live action remakes,
Give me your acorns.
and I'm going to I'll be honest, I was hoping Maleficent wasn't going to be one. I was ready for them to redo all the villains, but all we got was Maleficent and Cruella. Why make it so good in the remake category? One, both of them had plenty of money thrown at them, and they had unique.
Now where is that wedge?
And I do include the to
that.
Maleficent as well. That's it. It was an excellent way to retell the story. And it was a story I feel like that could be.
Is that snake? No?
But it could be brought into modern and explain how did this happen? Why did she become? And they told the story, but they kept it true to the original. Like there was enough of the original that you knew what you were watching. It wasn't just a complete. Oh, just kidding.
Where am I digging?
Interesting way, in a way that's still interesting. So it was.
Okay, it looks like that one. I got it.
And they made you feel for her and love her and understand her. But they didn't lose the plot.
No.
And you didn't end the story.
That's the one I needed.
And wait a minute, so how does 101 numbers happen? You know? You kind of understand. Oh, okay. That she was. You can feel bad for her. You can understand how she became a villain, but she's still a villain.
Now we climb.
In a way that adults really understood. Who hasn't had a boss? Who, if they haven't directly taken
Okay,
credit
so
for
coming out
they've minimized
of the bunker, and
that's not necessarily a
we finished that one. Okay.
Will fully identify. Maybe a little bit, but not fully. But it is absolutely something that those of us that are millennials and Gen X 100% get. We know that. Okay? We know that. And especially reach artists. A lot of artists work for companies where what they create as artists isn't necessarily
Okay, he beat.
treated as their art. It's owned by the company.
Ooh! I guess there was lime on there.
And, well, yeah, we understand when we are accepted to an art position in a company. We understand that that's what's going to happen, but it still kind of hurts, you know. We want some of that recognition. I mean, if you're not,
Let's see.
how many animators can you name?
Go with the poll.
You tell me is responsible for animating the Beast, because each character in Disney art has their own animator. Can you tell me who the artist is
Okay.
responsible for his
There's multiple things here.
creation and
What the heck?
development and what he looks like? Unless you're a huge Disney fan. What about
Yeah.
Cinderella's Castle at Disney? Well, actually, it's Snow White. There's Sleeping Beauty's castle at Disney, and Cinderella's castle is at Disney World. Can you tell me who designed that? It didn't just come out of thin air. Somebody drew it. Somebody came up with an art. Can you tell me who it was? Okay. No, and I looked.
Well,
I know you know, I know the design. I know
hey,
some
hey,
of
hey.
it, but I can't exactly tell you
It's the pole dancing
who's
routine.
responsible. Are you in a strip club?
Maybe. No. It's like a bachelor party or something, but there's a stripper pole here.
We'll explain Squirrel with the gun if you want to follow along and see why I have concerns that his squirrel is now dancing on said stripper pole. Follow Darkwolf1254 if you're on YouTube. I think you can do it.
Let's see what we can get out of this.
He's being worshipped by bachelors.
Yep. I am being worshipped. I don't know how long I'm supposed to go for.
I can't name a whole lot of Disney animators or
Oh,
Imagineers.
they didn't like that. I stopped.
At least you know that they're called Imagineers. So I mean, hey, I get credit for something, right? I freaking worked there.
There's even an old lady in here.
Huh?
There's even an old lady in this one.
Yeah, there is. I can tell you who designed the ride I worked on. And I worked on it for a year. Any of the four I worked on, I could not do it. I find that shameful, and I am shameful of that. So, all that to say, we can all understand her frustration, her desire to get revenge on the person who dared minimize her contribution. They took the story and brought it into an adult space, but left it entertaining enough because everyone enjoyed it too. And that's what Disney does best. When it excites kids and appeals to adults, or vice versa. But either way, you have to do that.
Oh,
Beauty and the Beast, the next kind of, that's the live action I was most excited to see. Because I've always loved it. Always. Been my favorite thing. Hello. It came back now. Where do you think it came from? I have Beauty and the Beast stuff all over my house. Well, it's down there now, but I have a Mrs. Potts warming thing. I have some, Disney mat right up there. Disney crap everywhere. Wolfgang has a Disney tattoo, or a Beauty and the Beast tattoo, which he got before we got together, by the way. Which is one of the reasons why I thought it was so perfect. I'm like, oh, yep, it's the guy. I was so excited to see that, and I was so worried that they were going to destroy it. But what they did was tell the story, but they added elements to it to appeal to adults. They told us that, what happened to Belle's mother? Why was that so, why was she a single parent child because she's in a Disney movie. It wasn't just that. It was, here's the very logical reason why this happened. Why does an inventor live in the middle of nowhere? Because let me tell you, somebody who lives in the middle of nowhere, this is not a good place to invent things. There's just not people who are going to buy it. Not a market for it. There's certainly not a manufacturing space for it. Where in a big city, modern ideas are more welcome. It explained a lot of that. And it gave the beast more of character.
Whoa.
We understood, he's not just some spoiled brat. He was kind of abandoned by his parents too. The characters, the living pot and man.
Fine, I'll take the bow.
In the cartoon, it's like, oh, it kind of sucks that they're going to be punished forever because of this guy. In the movie, you understand they're being punished because they contribute. Not all of them, and to varying extents, but they didn't curb his spoiled brat tendencies. So you understand more. There's more depth in the relationship between the beast and Beauty. You get to see that depth, and it's not just, oh, look, we're villains. I helped you once, now we're in love. That doesn't work. That's not how real life works. You don't just completely change what you believe, what you feel about somebody overnight. So I like that there's more to it. And another thing that I noticed about the ones that do well is they add and update the music while staying true to the original. So Beauty and the Beast, you have those classic songs that you want to hear. Like Gaston's song. It's there. It's in there. It's fun. You can enjoy it. But it's not. But you also have the song that they put in the Broadway show that they did not put in any of the cartoons. It comes in there, and I think that he's. Now I understand. The song where he's, I can't think of it, sorry, I'm having a brain fart. The one where he's singing about how he understands, They brought in more adult elements and more adult feelings. So it became not just the story but a little bit abstract. And that's what
it's got to be in a certain order.
So that brings us to the ones that didn't do so well. Like, let's talk about the Lion King live action. Now, this one's kind of in a weird category because it was successful, but it wasn't successful as a movie. It was successful as a celebration of culture. It was successful because the voices they brought together created magic. The people who brought these characters to life were magic themselves. And the story isn't very
What we
story.
got?
But they didn't really bring
It's
a new level to it. What they did bring was an
triangle
innovative way to animate. Because it was kind of live action, but it was very much animated. And that made it surprising and exciting and something we hadn't seen before.
Oh, come on.
So even though the story left quite a, if you held it on its own, and the story itself wasn't that good. Sorry. And the acting was okay. That's
Did the
as
go back
much
down
I'm
there?
going to say that. Some
Nope,
was
it's
great.
in here. All right.
The singing was absolutely amazing. You can't
Yeah,
Beyonce, hello, you can't do that. And again, they brought in elements from the Broadway musical, the in the cartoon. So it worked. It made money. wasn't as successful as they wanted, but it's pretty successful.
Okay, so there's an acorn.
And then you have Snow White. All of the remakes I've talked about, either they have brought a new story that is relevant to today into it. Like Cruella, they brought in, the work aspect that's very relevant to today. I have no words for Cinderella because I hate that live action. I'm just going to talk about it. Maleficent, they brought in a new story that was relevant to today. Being different, being outcast, being treated bad. We all get that. We identify with that. It works. They didn't do that with Snow White. Snow White,
Tux.
remember, Snow White was made in the 1930s. We had very different ideas of what was okay and not okay.
Still asleep.
And Snow White herself, her biggest crime in life is she's too pretty.
Oh,
Okay?
well,
That's not so much relevant today. Like I know that happened. I know there are parents who
Okay.
are
another acorn.
jealous of their children's abilities or whatever.
A wedding
But it's not
ring.
a common story. I don't know that it ever was, but it's not something
As my
that
head
in and of itself is going to people are going to identify. And Snow White had a major problem that Disney did not address at all. It was a problem in the 1930s. And really, we all saw this blow up in Disney's face. And you won't and that is, it's in the name. The original was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. One, that's not really a term we use necessarily anymore. We do, but everything about little people or that category of human being, how we think of it, how we look at it, has changed in the 90 years. When the original came out,
How am I supposed to get into that?
They were people you saw in sideshows.
Of course, let's see if we need to pole dance for a bit more.
They weren't considered human beings. They were oddities, strange things. So it was almost comical. It was totally fine for this beautiful, gorgeous, normal woman to stay in the house of what was basically considered at the time 7-year-old children who weren't quite cute. Because that was the mindset towards that in the 30s. Then they brought it into today, and they tried to release it today, and they did not address this problem at all. And it started from casting. Like, do we just cast normal actors but make them look short? As several people pointed out, why would you do that? When there are many, many actors of the correct size who are excellent, why wouldn't you use them? And then there's the whole controversy of, well, but then are we casting them because they're little people as opposed to because they're good actors? And the whole problem could have been solved so easily if they had changed the story slightly. If instead of Snow White running away from this evil person who wants her beauty, if instead she was running to a society of people who had also been cast out because they were different and created their own society.
You had to be on the ball.
Because they were fully developed, intelligent beings who deserved to be treated as mature, adult humans. And they didn't want what society had to offer them. So they had set themselves apart and free. And I'm not saying that's what should happen with it. I'm just saying if Disney had approached the story from that,
Let's see here.
if they had approached it from like basically Greatest Showman did, where the people who are different can become accepted when you accept yourselves. You know, you make your own community and you realize your value, and then you go out and tell the world, screw you, I'm just as good as you, if not better. They could have done that with Snow White and made it acceptable and made it a great movie and brought that into the modern world. Not making the dwarf, I'm not saying make the dwarves the central figure, but have that aspect in there. Have them be developed characters who have a reason for living together in the woods. Why are they there other than just they're minors and that's what they're minors? And then cast actors who have lived that and who can play that. Whatever side they're, I mean, however they decide to play that. If they've had a good story that they then worked actors into, controversy would go exist.
Heck yeah.
Problem is, they didn't
Another
consider
golden
having
acorn.
a story for a modern age. Snow White is about a pretty young woman who runs away to go live with people who are considered subhuman children until her prince comes to rescue her. And that's the whole freaking story. That does not appeal to modern audiences. And they didn't fix it. Now, another, and it's not that controversy kills movies. It doesn't. Look at Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid told a great story. They brought it into the modern age. They made it appeal. They were retelling the same story, but it was appealing to a new age. And they were bringing the new nuances of thought of people of this modern age into it. And they actually considered, wait a second, this movie takes it's Little Mermaid is Poseidon's daughter. Poseidon is the father, or he is the god of the ocean. His daughters represent the seven seas. They should be of, I mean, it makes sense to me that they are ethnically the seven seas.
And snapback.
Caribbean. Therefore, her colors represent the Caribbean. That makes complete sense to me. Like they brought,
Go back.
they made it make sense, and people were angry because it wasn't exactly like the original, but it was still
Okay, so we got that one.
because it was something that was worth, like it was a change that was worth making. It was something that should have happened from day one. You know, it wasn't just what's
Yeah.
because we were characters. There was a valid freaking reason for it. And that, which is, there are people of color all around the world. Rather than have every story only have white characters, no matter where it takes place, let's have the characters actually be the color that they would be if they were from that area. Whoa, mind blowing. I love music. When you have controversy, because you're doing something that you've done, you somebody that's when you have controversy because you completely ignored modern sensibilities and just regurgitated something that was great 90 years ago, you're on the wrong side of controversy. Your movie's not.
Okay.
And that's what happened to Snow White. Disney didn't have the moral high ground. So, the last thing, there was talk. Okay, this live action remake did horrible and caused so many problems. Let's put a pause on everyone in production because people must be sick of it. And on one hand, I get how they got it. I get the immediate trigger fear of, hey, we don't want to lose more money, so let's, before we pour more money into this, let's stop it. And
Okay, goodbye.
the thing is, it's not that we're sick of
But I
remakes.
need to get.
We're not. I'm all for it. I very much want to see a Tangled remake. I want to see a Prince and the Frog remake. I cannot wait to see who plays Tiana's best friend because that is one of the few characters in Disney movies that I identify with as a heavyweight, a bigger person. I want to see Encanto because again, there is a larger woman on the scene or on the screen who is still feminine and in touch with who she is as a woman. I want to see that in live action. There's still hunger for a lot of the Disney live action. I mean, and what they did with Aladdin, the changes they made there, it made so much sense. And instead of Aladdin, oh, okay, you know nothing about leading a country, you have no education whatsoever, but because you're a man and you're gonna marry the princess, you get to be sultan. No, that was stupid. That was stupid. So they changed it. And that song, I Won't Go Silent. Oh my God, that song is the most important song that's been in any Disney remake ever. There is still a hunger for those remakes. Just do it right. Don't take something that was good 90 years ago and think that
There's supposed to be something
audiences of
there.
today are going to overlook all the problematic things because it's Disney. And I think Disney knows this. I mean, they've never re-released Song of the South. They re-release their classics every 5-10 years. They never re-release Song of the South because they realize that shit ain't gonna fly today because it wasn't right then and it's not right now. Snow White, Snow White's the same. It wasn't right then. It's not right now. Fix it. Don't throw away the remakes that us elder millennials and Gen Z or Gen X desperately are loving because they are taking our childhood and showing us the grown-up version of our childhood. We still want that. Just for the love of God, fix your mistakes. Don't make it something we can't support. I cannot give my money to something that completely erased all the concerns of every little person actor both on the side of who shouldn't do this and the side of who should be casting us. I mean, there's so much conversation, and Disney's reaction was, forget it, we're putting it all out and we're going to animate it.
Times I really hate how he jumps.
It was the worst possible answer. But anyway, that's kind of where I am with that. This pause on the Tangled live action is just a pause. I hope that they finish that movie. I hope they do the Frog Prince. I want to see Encanto. I want to see Moana. I want to see all of these live actions. Please don't stop because you screwed one up. It's not because we're tired of that. It's Disney. That's my 2 cents. Thanks for joining me. I gotta get ready and film my product project because that's coming out Friday. And oh my God. Thanks for joining me, guys. Have a nice day.
No. Do not.
You can't pause your filming, right?
No. For some odd, stupid reason, I cannot pause filming. I have yet to have figured out why.
My eyeshadow turned out freaking amazing.
Good.
And I didn't want to do sapphire. Like, I had cut the whole damn thing. And then, oh my God, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I I'd never wear this to work, but man, if you and I were going out on a date,
Well, if we had the money.
since I go to work out, I don't get to wear high glam, like full makeup very much anymore. It's kind of fun being like, oh, I can wear everything now. All the things.
Yeah. Shit. Really? Just by going through the doors. I need that gold acorn. Son of a bitch. Come on. We're on track. Mother out. Okay. One shot. And then we hit him with the execution. Should have killed him. Get him in the ass. There you go. Another execution. Come on. He's dead. Okay. Got that. Got that. Okay.
When did we go to Branson?
Couple weeks ago. Probably. I don't really know. Need a better gun. A shotgun ain't gonna do anything. That was quite a few. It's a shotgun. I want that. Give me the grenade launcher. Wild Will Saloon. Give me him. Give me him. Come on. Okay. And yes, I need the bazooka. Hmm. Kind of weird that they're not doing anything. Okay. Pop out nowhere. All right. So we'll go back to the water park after I save, because we've got over 500 acorns now. All right. So that's the end of episode 6. Um, I will have it uploaded soon. We will have episode 7 work in the works here soon as well. So I will see y'all soon, and also don't forget to use code DARKWOLF1254, DARKWOLF 1254 on it on your next order for Dubby Energy. You get 10% off, and it helps out the channel. It helps you out, save a little bit of money, and so definitely use that. And I will see you next time.